And on this week's adventurer, rising urbanization in Kenya has come with an unfortunate downside: lack of access to clean drinking water. This has made bottled water a basic commodity for urban dwellers. KTN's Charles Kitonga now brings us the story of one entrepreneur who has made meeting this need his #1 priority. Take a look.
This week on The Adventurer, I would like to learn a thing or two about water purification and get to understand if it's a great business venture. To help us do so is David Jenga, who opened a water purification business 11 years ago and shares his story with us.
DevChem East Africa is a leading water treatment solution provider in the region. We provide water purification machines. So we cover drinking water, for domestic, for industrial, and even commercial applications. I started in 2004. I happened to have been fired, and I didn't want to look for new employment. And so I sat down, and having done or being involved in the water treatment industry for 4 years, I decided I could give it a shot. And that's how I ended up forming DevChem, which means David, who studied chemistry. The employer who fired me gave me nothing. So I went, took an unsecured loan. It was 200,000 shillings. That's what I paid the deposit for rent for the office, and bought a few furniture. Now I was left with nothing. I didn't have the working capital to buy the trading stock. When we started again, we were only working in Kenya. So far we've been able to serve markets in Somalia. We've worked in Somalia, done projects in Somalia. We've done projects in South Sudan. We've done projects in Burundi, in Tanzania, Uganda, and Rwanda, and Ethiopia.
And how much turnover do you make with this?
It varies because it depends on the project. Like when we had a project going on, maybe in let's say in South Sudan, we could talk of about tens of millions of, but again, it depends on the season and the projects that we are doing.
There's a lot of water in the market. You should maybe tell us what it takes to purify water and what are the stages that purified water should pass through.
So I know in the market people say that people pack tap water, and just to give you an idea what aqua-based water or well-packaged water should go through. One, somebody should identify a location. Then once they have identified the location, they should get water connected and pick that water and have it tested. After the water is tested, we will be able to advise them what purification machine they need so that they can be able to produce water that meets Kenya Bureau of Standards requirements and even WHO requirements.
And what are the main challenges in this business?
One major challenge which every business person can talk about is, of course, lack of capital. But we've had a lot of support from the bank. Our bank has been very supportive, even when we didn't have collateral. The second major one is sometimes lack of the right skills to do the work. This being a technical field, sometimes you may not get all the skills. Yes, people will come with their qualifications, but they don't have the skill to do the work. So we've overcome that by picking people and training them. And after the training, they are able to adapt into the market.
Now, to get to this stage, this water has gone through about 7 stages of purification. And maybe before I finish, a quick fact about water. Did you know that you need 11,000 liters to make just 1 pound of coffee? Now you know. Charles Gitonga for The Adventurer.